If you're that one quiet kid in the back of your class who has an old PC running on 32-bit architecture, I have bad news for you. Steam will no longer launch or open in your machine. From 1st January 2026, Steam will end support, especially and security updates for Steam in 32-bit machines. The only 32-bit version that was supported until now was Windows 10 32-bit, and it has finally come to an end. Epic Games Store and Microsoft Store ended support for 32-bit years ago, but Valve waited until this moment. According to their surveys, only 0.01% of users use 32-bit machines for Steam, so there's not really that many people, but it's an inconvenience for them regardless. Almost all games nowadays are for 64-bit anyway, but there has been really old games that would run better on 32-bit machines than in a 64-bit PC or in an emulator. Some retro gamers tend to have a backup PC for running those games. What does Steam accomplish ending support for 32-bit PCs? Why is it so necessary? Well, to answer that, it's because of security. 32-bit is obviously very old and almost nobody uses it nowadays, so it's not worth the risk to have people drag the majority of people down. It's a complex topic, but you wouldn't want a horse running in a busy highway which is being improved for cars. 32-bit is simply outdated. But don't worry, you will still be able to play old or 32-bit games in 64-bit computers. You won't just be able to do that in a 32-bit computer. It's also very costly for Valve to continue supporting 32-bit because there's only 0.01% users with 32-bit systems. 32-bit system by itself may not have the necessary hardware and driver compatibilities to run everything in Steam anyway, and it will only hold back Steam to add more features. Besides, Steam uses Chromium, or web-based interface for their store, and integrated video players. The game launcher also allows games to have anti-cheat, DRM, and encrypted libraries. Allowing 32-bit machines will only interrupt Valve's ability to continue improving those aspects, as it's not the standard anymore. Steam recommends these 32-bit gamers to update their PC to 64-bit, and that should be the best solution. However, I am sorry to the retro gamers that may not have any other choice. Join my Patreon for early access and for your name to be at the end of upcoming videos. There will be exclusive content there as well, and you get to be a part of my journey. I also want to buy a mic, so I quit using AI for the voiceover, so you can gift me a custom amount in Patreon if you don't want to be a long-term member. Everything else in this video is purely human-made, by the way. This is Andy. Have a good day.